I don't know what I'll talk to you about today. I have no idea. I haven't planned this. I just hit record. I hit record a couple times already, and some shit came out of my mouth, and I really don't have a plan about how to say what I want to say, and I don't even really know what I want to say, but there's a lot of shit that needs to come out of my chest in the interest of being more transparent and being more... making content that I would like to show people. Okay, so I have an issue with my content. My content is my avenue. This is how I make my money. This is how I want to progress in life, make more money. And when I meet a cool dude on the street or a girl, I am reluctant to give them my socials because first of all, I feel like I'm hiding shit, and I feel I'm inauthentic when I speak. I come across as inauthentic, and I don't like that. And I also don't like the subject matter that I am pursuing in the way. I don't like pickup. I think pickup should be like a afterthought. It should be kind of like something that you do unconsciously rather than consciously. It's like, it's great when the guy just approaches the girl and everything works, but once you explain why it works, it starts becoming like super iffy. It starts becoming kind of an issue, and it starts triggering people. And if you tell a girl, you respond to that guy because like he's fucking alpha, not like all of a sudden it's like vilified. But of course, when you're alpha without thinking about it, it just like flawlessly, just seamlessly works, and like girls flock to you. So we have this dichotomy in ourselves. We have this like hypocrisy as humans, right? Where am I going with this? There's a lot I'm gonna get off my chest today, so bear with me. So number one, I want to change the content that I'm making, but at the same time I want to keep educating, keep helping people. And in fact, it's also kind of like advantageous to help people in a specific niche. And this niche is how to help guys progress in dating, date the woman that they want, and have success in dating. Create relationships, fuck a bunch of girls. I want to help guys do that. At the same time, I want to do it in a way where I'm proud of showcasing what I do. That is my main issue. That's the problem we're trying to solve today. That's what we're solving for. So, I, on the other hand, I'm a teacher, but at the same time, I feel I'm behind in life in so many areas. I traveled the world, not the entire world, but like the world that I care about, that I am interested in, which is the Western world, which is like basically all of Europe and all of North America. I've traveled all over these places, pursuing dating and trying to understand dating, trying to develop my dating abilities and my dating fucking, chops, if you will, the way that I communicate, which is great. But of course, dating is the whole picture. I am the product, and this product is missing stability. It's missing a big business that's behind me, and it's missing all that stuff, and I'm building that now. So what I want to do, what I aim to do with this with all of this content and endeavor is to make money while at the same time be honest about who I am. And all of that is to help you. Like the vehicle is helping you, because like if I help you, I know that it will come back to me. Now, does this sound selfish? Like, am I helping you because I want like the money? I'll tell you how I started this, and you tell me if it's selfish, okay? When I figured out at 22, at the tender age of 22, that I need to change some things in order to attract girls, because until then I wasn't attracting any girls and I was really miserable, even though I had like a couple successes. When I found this out, the first thing I did was I sat my boys down, I went and bought a whiteboard and taught them everything I knew that helped me. So like 6 months into my dating development journey, that personal development dating success journey, I had to teach my friends. And I didn't do that for money. So I guess the fucking origin of all this is And it was a compulsion. Like, I had to fucking do it. So I wanted to share that shit. I wanted my guys to have the same success. I wanted to build together with them. Of course, all that never worked because you can't bring a horse to water, but you can't make the horse actually drink. But you know, it evolved, and then I started making money out of this. I started teaching people for little money, and then I started teaching people for a lot of money. And the knowledge and wisdom on this subject that I have is worth a lot of money today. I've been in the space for like 16 years now. I started at 22. I am 38. So I've gathered one or the one or the other tidbit here and there that can definitely help you develop. So I feel that the prices I'm charging now are more than fair, especially looking at who else is teaching and what they're charging. Where am I going with this again? I don't fucking know. Let's see. What I'm trying to say, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that I want to keep teaching, if possible, still from the angle of the expert, because I do know a bunch of shit about picking up girls, while at the same time sharing who I truly am, where I'm at in life, which is I'm not making a bunch of money. I am living in a place where I escaped from when I was 20, and I had to. I didn't have to come by here, but it was a good. Let me get into that story in a second as well, because this is a cool story, and I want to share this. But yeah, like I want to be an expert, teach you, and at the same time, I want to show you like all the other shit that I'm doing. Because to me, bro, like there was a time and a place where I was super interested in learning how to pick up girls, and I was really interested in sharing that. But like it's been 16 years, and to me, this is not new news. This is old news, and I'm so much more interested in overall development and fucking showing you how I progress with my body and my health and my relationships and my money, finances, and business, moves and all that stuff. So that's so much more interesting to me. Like I've been tracking all of my metrics, which includes approaches as well, like the girls that I approach and who I take out on a date, and like the quality of girls that I take out on dates. And honestly, bro, like the last years, I might be too lazy for this on this video, but maybe I'll just just put it in, like just pictures of girls that I've been dating lately. And by that I mean for sure the last couple of years. Even without being a guy who's got like a lot of money and all that, it's just like the way I communicate deserves girls of that caliber. So where am I at in life? Why am I saying all this? Okay, let's go there. I live in Greece right now. I have been living here for a couple months, and I feel that I was forced to come back here. Greece is not a country that I desire to live in. I am a permanent resident of Berlin, of Germany. It's a city that I truly like. I also like cities in North America. I like Toronto. I like Los Angeles, and I hit against the wall in a way where I felt like I had to come back to Greece and be away from distraction, and this is not very honest. What happened was that I've had this problem since I was a little kid, which is fighting the resistance and putting out work. Even like as far back as I can remember myself, I've had this issue where my mom put down a sheet of paper when I was like 6, when I had to write the letter A over and over and over again to practice the letter A. And I had like a clock on my desk to with specific time frame to do it in. And I just couldn't overcome the resistance to like actually writing in the letter A a bunch of times to practice it. And that feeling, I've never lost. It's still with me today. Like if I have to sit down and edit a video or do DMs or I truly fucking have a bunch of resistance towards that. And I'm sure you've experienced the same, like everybody has experienced this resistance, but in my specific case, it's been debilitating since I was a little kid. Now, all of this has the sound of being a little bit of a lie. Like I recognize and understand the insidiousness and the fucking, what's the word, the dishonesty in it, because we create our own pressure, we create our own resistance in a way. But nevertheless, it's been something that's fucked me all my life. And I see people around me, making their moves and getting theirs. I remember a time where I was on the phone with RSD Max, giving him feedback on his game. And then next thing I know, RSD Max becomes, like, to me, he was Max, right? And next thing I know, he becomes RSD Max. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that position, that was meant for me. Like, I was supposed to be that guy. And that's like one instance. And I keep seeing like people overtake me. And maybe it has to do with how I grew up, or maybe not. Maybe it has to do with my genes, or maybe it's a combination, which this is what I think really is happening. It's a combination of like my predisposition and how my parents parented me as a kid. Because I grew up with a significant amount of like repeated trauma, which it's okay. I don't mind. It is what it is, and we're trying to fix it. But maybe all these conditions is why today I am still not able to overcome that resistance. To me, it's something that is insurmountable. So that brings us to today. I've been traveling for 20 years, and I haven't been able to really build a business that sustains me and supports me. And I want nothing more. There's no way I can work for somebody else, even though when I do work for somebody else, it is fucking stellar, especially if it's something that I like to do. I'm an external coach for other bigger, dating companies. And when that happens, it goes amazing, it goes stellar. But at the same time, I do, and I've also had I've also worked retail once, but working under a boss is not for me, and for sure not in the corporate world or anything like that. It's just like I value freedom so much that to me it's an impossibility. If I'm working with my boy at his pickup business, it's another deal. I enjoy that shit and the money is good, but at the same time, I've always craved being a leader. I've always wanted to be a leader. That's what I want to do, and it's long overdue. So I kept failing for 20 years, and then I decided I'm going to go back to Greece, because I can't keep failing. Like, what am I going to do? So I come back to Greece here, which is a country that I left 20 years ago. Like, I grew up here, but when I was 19, I emigrated. I left, and I was never interested in living here. And the girls' mentality here is fucking terrible, bro. If you think that girls in the West have a weird mentality, girls here in Greece have the weirdest mentality. It's like they're both conservative, but at the same time, girl bosses, right? That is so weird, bro. Anyway, girls here have a huge idea of themselves. And I don't like generally the mentality here, how the game is played, how business is played, like the fact that people here are not on time, they're not on the ball. Everything here is kind of like, siesta, bro, don't worry about it, and nothing ever gets done. I don't like living here. It's great. It's a great spot for vacationing, but it's not the best place to live in. And I knew that. I understood that at 16 and at 16 for sure. And I knew that at some point I would leave Greece, and I did at 19. And ever since then, I haven't lived here. And I stayed here for a couple of months now to figure this out. And to me, it was on the one hand, it was a step back. On the other hand, it was also kind of a necessary step where my one sole task here is to stay away from distraction, temptation, especially living in Los Angeles or staying in Los Angeles or Berlin. It's very easy to get distracted by great events and like cool people, and there's always something to do. But here I have lost touch with all of my school friends, and I don't really have a lot of friends. So to me, it's a great spot to sit down and combat that fucking resistance thing and overcome it. And this is what I've been doing the last months. So in the last months, I've been able to change my habits, change my body, change my health, change my mental health, change my relationships, improve my relationship to my parents significantly, but not adequately still, and do more in business, put out more content, get more clients, make more money. So here's what's gonna be happening now, I guess, moving forward. Here's what's gonna be happening. I'm gonna keep making my videos because the content that I want to create will come out of iterations, and I know this. I can't think it into existence out of thin air. I need to make it because of the reps that I put in. This is the one way that this will work. So that's one. Now next, I've slacked a little bit, but I want to start or continue my fitness journey. I've lost 20 pounds since April 1st. I've fixed a bunch of shit like in my body that was broken for decades, and I want to continue that journey and like take you along and show you what I do every day. And maybe the best way to go about this is to create a story daily that takes you through my day and shows you what I did today. And it's kind of like cool to inspire you and keep me accountable. Okay. So you'll be fucking seeing what I'm up to really on Instagram. So go down in the description below, follow me on Instagram as well. And the major things that I want to improve here is this, my game, because let me tell you that story as well. My game, my fitness, and my business and money. This is like the three things I want to improve. I'm gonna be here in Greece for another month. And after that, I'm going back to Berlin. And in this month, I will become better in fitness. I will become better in business. I will become better in getting girls. Now, here's what's been happening with my game. I am a dating coach, and I have the receipts to prove it. Okay, I have had all types of fucking relationships, adventures, you call it what you want, with girls. And I started becoming interested in being successful with attracting women when I was 22. And so you can only imagine what types of experiences I've had. And these are experiences from like being scared to talk to girls and like going out alone to a club for the first time, having to like I remember, bro, I had to put on my shirt. It was hanging on the wall. And I was looking at it. I'm like, oh my God, I have to put this on, like this purple Paul Smith shirt. I was like, I have to put this on and go to the club, like alone. And I remember I put it on, I go to the club, I look at the bouncer, he's like, just you? I'm like, yeah, everybody else is in. Your boy with a fucking finesse. And he let me in the club, and that was back in Vienna when I was living there in Austria, and that was my first time being in a club on my own, and it was one of the higher end clubs as well. It was Passage, it was called. So ranging from like overcoming the fear to do that or talk to a girl on the street, all the way to like having a multi-year relationship with a fucking great, pretty, beautiful, amazing girl, all the way to having fucking threesomes with her on my own, like taking two girls home, having a threesome with them, having a threesome with two sisters. Yes, fucking having like orgies and like hosting orgies at my place. Like, you fucking name it. I have the receipts to prove all that shit. Like, I am that guy. But at the same time, like, my love life, my own love life is fucked, bro. When I got together with my last girlfriend, that really, really fucked me. That really fucked me royally. I had a terrible time with her, and that had to do with my own personal emotional state, my own personal mental state. And of course, she was also not like the best, not very transparent. We got together, I told her that I'm a dating coach and I want to have sex with other girls and that shouldn't be a problem. She said yes, and it technically wasn't a problem, but when I, you know, approached other girls, like, there was a fucking heavy energy between me and her, and like that made me not be able to be who I truly had to be and wanted to be, and like, and I also let that shit continue for years. So like, you can imagine the damage that it did to my soul and to how I view dating and girls and like what I want. And she also broke my heart in the end because of all of that shit, I wanted to break up with her, but I never did. I never had the balls, and I fucking also didn't want to lose her. And then she broke up with me. And eventually at the end, she found somebody else, broke up with me, broke my heart. Even though I wanted this to happen, it's like I also didn't want to lose this person for my life. It was fucking terrible. And ever since, like, that's 5 years ago, and ever since, I've wanted nothing to do with girls other than to fuck occasionally. And that's it. And so it's a weird place to be, man. Like, I'm a dating coach that wants nothing to do with girls, you feel me? It's like, kind of like, it's a weird ass position to be in. And I've run countless programs since then. I've helped other guys take care of their dating life and figure this out. And I haven't figured this out for myself. So lately I've been figuring this out as well. I've been like healing from all this bullshit, and I've been trying to figure this out. And so yeah, that's what's going on in my life, my dog. So now it's like, it's been a period of healing. It's been a period of figuring this out and finally taking care of my life and going for my dreams, because I really want that fucking R8. You know what I mean? Like, I miss it. I should have had it by now, and it's fucked that I'm not holding the wheel in my hands. And I deserve it. I have a fucking good heart and a good soul, and this is a weird thing to say on a YouTube video. I get it. But I've been stuck in life for so long, and the price of admittance the price of entry is overcoming my resistance. Like, fucking, I don't feel like making a YouTube video today. I should make it anyway, you know what I mean? And same advice goes for you, for sure, especially if you're looking to improve your dating, thus self-develop. You need to exchange your current identity for a desired identity that you don't currently possess. And to do that, you must kill whoever you are. And this killing is that resistance. That is what it is. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that this is not warmish, even though it's LED. And it's like summer in Greece, my friend. So it is pretty warm. 34 degrees Celsius, that's like high 90s, or 90s definitely. So yeah, moving forward, I want to, I guess this is me being transparent. Now you know a lot more about me, and moving forward, at least in this month, we're going to be improving dating, like my fucking actual chops, like the way I pick up girls and the dates that I go to, because I'm fairly skilled. Like, as a coach, I know the fucking theory, I'll get you what you want. Me personally, like I've had better results in dating than I have now. And this has to do with my emotional state and all the adventure that I just fucking described to you. But at the same time, I feel like this is the time of my life where I can skyrocket. So like I can take it to a new fucking high that I've never experienced before. Even though the girls I've been dating lately are pretty fucking dope, I know I can get like, I can do like really cool shit. I can include really fucking cool bitches in my life. I know that, especially building my life. So moving forward, at least, so the plan is this basically. What I'm saying is this: moving forward in this month, we're gonna be improving dating. We're gonna be jumping back into fitness because I plateaued a little this last couple of weeks. Even though like the last fucking, especially with diet, the last like 4 months have been stellar. Like I'm in the best shape of my life, but we're taking it to the next level as well. So fitness, bitches, and business. I'm gonna overcome this resistance even more. Every day it's gonna be a new fucking fight, and every day I'm gonna go for the knockout. And we're going to be posting every day. And sure, you're gonna be getting the shitty ass PowerPoint videos. But I'm gonna be expressing maybe a little bit more of my character, hopefully, like not being afraid of who's gonna judge me, maybe, okay? I'm gonna put everything out there. And also at the same time, stories about what I'm doing every day, and like maybe like through these reps, new shit is gonna develop, like new kind of content is gonna develop. And maybe, you know, the one or the other infield video, a live interaction where you see me talk to a girl and what happens with her. So this is gonna be the next month until September, like beginning of September, where we take this whole fucking circus and we reposition it in Berlin. And so we'll spend a few months in Berlin, and we'll see what happens then, and where we're gonna be at by that point. And maybe I can share more of my development. Maybe I can share my goals more granularly, so that you have a little bit more insight into what I'm aiming at and what the action steps are every day that I have to complete to get there. But that's it, man. That's what we're gonna be doing. So I guess follow the journey. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that if you're still watching this, I'm happy that you are. And I will do everything in my power to give you all the fucking knowledge that I have, like all that I know about getting girls and being an attractive dude and how to navigate that shit and how to get what you want. I got you. And if you can fucking look, I have one demand, okay? Just trust me and hand over the keys, and then I'll do my thing and you'll get what you want. Is that fair? Because a lot of guys in the space, especially learning and especially young, you guys are afraid, and you guys, it's hard to trust the coach, and like, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you trust me, you'll get what you want. That's it. So, with that said, man, subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow me on Instagram, and let's see where all of this takes us. Let's see what format of videos I come up with. Let's see what kind of content I'm gonna be pushing your way. I'm happy that I've had the conversations that I've had in the last few days with my friends and mentors, and yeah, let's see what the future brings. Okay, see you later.